Fred Richani of TSC. We have right here on the line a very special guest. He is here in New Jersey promoting a great cause with the legendary Tom Seaver. He is one of the rising stars of the New York Mets, an all-star, in fact. He's also led the National League in hitting. He's been doing great, and now he's here joining us today. I'm talking to Jeff McNeil. Jeff, how's it going?
It's going great. How are you? Doing
great. Now, before we get to the tight playoff race that you guys are currently in, can you tell us a little bit about what brings you here today in New Jersey?
I'm at the RPM Raceway. We're raising money for the Alzheimer's in New Jersey and supporting Tom Seaver.
That's great, and I'm sure you've had some time to spend with Tom Seaver. What's it like to be around such a legend like that, Mr. Met? I mean, the man is a 12-time All-Star, a Hall of Famer, one of the true all-time greats.
It's awesome. What he did in his career. Being a Hall of Fame pitcher, and just be around him a little bit. It's been nice, and it's just kind of tough to kind of see what he's going through now. So, just trying to do my part and support a good cause and the Alzheimer's Foundation of New Jersey, and just do what I can.
For sure. I mean, definitely a great cause and a very classy move on your part. Now, from what I understand too, you're racing some go-karts. Have you had some experience in doing that?
Yeah, I've done it before. These ones, we go pretty fast, so it should be fun. I think they're having me race with some of the kids, so just get to spend time with them. Looking forward to it.
How much ribbon in the locker room are you going to get if you lose to one of the kids?
Probably a lot. So hopefully it doesn't happen. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see what happens. Now, you've had a great tenure with the Mets so far. You spent a long time in their farm system in the minors. You got called up. You've been doing your thing in your first full season, and really just have had a hell of a major league career so far. Fastest in New York Mets history to 200 hits. NL batting leader, all-star. Obviously, you guys are in a tight playoff race right now. Have you had a chance to kind of sit back and look at kind of your journey up to this point and say, wow, I've done a whole lot?
Yeah, it's nice to reflect on kind of what I've done, but you can only do that for so long. You got to focus on, kind of what's next. And, what's next for us is, this big series against the Cubs. And, we got to win these games and get back in the wild card race. But, what I've done this year, it's exciting and fun. But ultimate goal is, make the playoffs.
Absolutely, especially in the New York area with the rabid fan base. But you guys were down on your luck early in the season. A lot of people didn't think you'd be in this position right now. You are at the moment that we're talking 3 games out of the wild card. You definitely have a chance here. You have some really key matchups, like you said, with the Cubs. At this stage of the game, does it feel like every single game is a playoff series?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we play the Cubs, the Nationals, and the Phillies coming up. So, all possible playoff teams. So, we got to win every single series from here on out to give ourselves a good chance. That starts tonight, beating the Cubs and, hopefully getting a W tomorrow.
You've become pretty popular with the Mets fan base. You're somebody that's been called a bit of a throwback, and usually when somebody has a breakout season like you, it's usually like one guy on a team. But it seems like a bunch of guys on the Mets, Pete Alonso especially, have all been clicking.
It happens. I was lucky enough to play with Pete last year, who also had, we both had great years last year, and just watching him play, it's been a lot of fun. And yeah, a lot of our position players are, having a great year. We got, Pete's killing it, obviously, and then, J.D. Davis is really stepping up, and Rosario's, having a really good year. So, a lot of guys, swinging the bat well, and hopefully, we continue that and, make a good playoff push.
Besides, the obvious exposure, money, and everything else that comes with going from the minors to the majors, in terms of the physicality, the conditioning, what's been the biggest difference for you going from the minors to the majors?
I think, it's a long season. It's a grind. It's tough. Every game appears extremely stressful. So just getting through, 162 game season instead of, the 140 game series that you play in the minors. So it's a little tougher on the body, kind of help with that, the good training staff, good food and nutrition, all that stuff. So, that's helped a lot.
And it's cool to be a part of, the Mets Nation now. You got a great fan base that always supports you guys. But I would imagine the minors too. They're often overlooked. Like, there's a lot of great fan bases, a lot of smaller cities and towns that really come out and show out in the games. Like, I know right here in New Jersey, we have the Blue Claws and the Thunder. We have a lot of support here for minor league baseball. Do you think that's often overlooked compared to the majors?
Yeah. I mean, I actually remember when I was playing for Savannah. We played Blue Claws, and I remember their fan base was awesome. I think we played in front of, I think, probably the biggest crowd that year. So it's good support. I mean, it's nice to have support when you're in the minor leagues because it's tough.
When did you really realize that you were playing in New York? Was there a moment you were like, wow, okay, I'm not in Cali here. I'm not in the majors. I'm not just in the majors. This is somewhere unlike anywhere else. I
mean, I want to say maybe, I think it was probably my major league debut. It was loud. It was fun. I think we were out of the playoff race when I came up last year. And just to see how loud and it was just an extremely fun night and fun place to play in front of the fans, and they're extremely passionate. And I think, that's when you realize you kind of made it, and you're playing in, one of the best cities in the world.
How'd you get the Squirrel nickname?
Came back in college. Just was an outfielder back in college, and I think a few of my teammates just called me Flying Squirrel for diving around the outfield and, making plays out there.
And from what I understand, too, back in high school, and I would imagine middle school as well, you played basketball and golf as well, in addition to baseball?
Yeah. Played basketball in high school, and then also played golf in high school. I didn't play baseball till my senior year. I played a little bit in the summer on some summer teams, but didn't play for the high school. Ended up playing high school golf, and that's really what I wanted to do in college. I wanted to play golf, and just kind of didn't end up working out for me.
For sure. Wow. Now you said your senior year of high school you didn't play you didn't play baseball till the senior year of your high school, you said?
Yeah. So
wow.
In high school I was basically mainly a golfer, and was trying to find a golf scholarship to go play somewhere, and qualified for the U.S. Junior Amateur, which was actually in Bedminster, New Jersey. So I played in that. Didn't play very well. Wasn't really getting a whole bunch of scholarship looks. So the summer before my senior year, I went back and started playing baseball for a summer team, and ended up getting seen by a scout, and ended up playing college baseball.
That's crazy. It seems like it just kind of happened so fast. When you had that kind of immediate success, do you look back to, were you like, damn, maybe I should have started playing baseball sooner?
Yeah. You can look at it that way. If I played, all 4 years of high school, I might have gone on the draft out of high school. But I'm kind of happy the way it all worked out. I went to a great college, Long Beach State, and I learned how to play baseball, I think, the right way, and that's kind of the person you see out on the field now. Getting runners over, getting runners in, and playing the game hard and playing the game the right way. I learned that all in college.
Now, a lot of people don't always, associate golf as a sport. It is certainly a sport, but it's overlooked compared to some of the major sports like basketball, football, baseball. Was there anything you learned in your golf career that you picked up that you were able to kind of transfer to baseball?
They're two, kind of completely different sports, but I think golf, it's so mental. You got to forget a shot. If you hit a bad shot, you got to forget about it and move on. And that's one thing, you got to kind of do on the baseball field as well. You swing on a bad pitch, you gotta flush it and forget about it and, move on. And, so that's probably the one thing, I took from golf that, could apply to baseball.
So when you got into baseball your senior year, were you already a baseball fan? Were you like a casual fan? Like, what was it, something you were like interested in, or was it just something you wanted to try?
I played my whole life. Played a little bit in basically summer high school, but never really wanted to play in college. But basically my brother was the big baseball player of the family, so he ended up getting drafted out of high school. But then, so basically, I wasn't going to play golf, so I decided I'll give baseball a chance. I only got one shot to play baseball, and ended up paying off.
Of course, definitely paid off. I know a lot of athletes, they like to, obviously hone their craft, but they also sometimes maybe emulate some of the greats from the past. Was there anybody in the baseball front that you looked up to growing up, or somebody that you'd like to emulate your game after?
I always liked watching Derek Jeter. I was a shortstop in Little League and all that stuff. So, a lot of kids my age who were shortstops, kind of wanted to be like Derek Jeter, and always make that backhand jump throw in the hole. So I mean, yeah, it's probably Derek Jeter, and he had such a great career. So hopefully I can do something like that.
Now, obviously, your story is to be continued with the Mets playoff race, but you've already had a great season. I want to congratulate you and the Mets for that. And as a New York guy, certainly wish you guys the very best. But up to this point, you've definitely been an inspiration to a lot of people. Busting your butt in the minors to get to the majors and having the success you've had. What's the best piece of advice you give anybody looking to have a successful career?
I think just kind of have fun with it. It's a game. Work hard every single day. I mean, I had to deal with some injuries, so trying to stay positive every single day. And just go out there and do your best.
And actually, I'll ask you that real quick too. How's your hamstring doing?
Hamstring's great. Yeah, no problems there.
Awesome. And before we let you go, for anybody that wants to contribute to Alzheimer's New Jersey and the great cause you're promoting with the legendary Tom Seaver, where can they find more info?
They go to the Alzheimer New Jersey, their website. And it's just nice today, all the proceeds from all the races. I mean, tons of Mets fans out here today. All the proceeds are going directly to them. So,